Hi, I'm Michael.
And hi, I'm Dale.
Welcome to
Spotted Motors. So, we're at part 3 of the LS build. Hopefully you've watched part 1, hopefully you've watched part 2, which was basically a rundown of a stripped down LS to then everything that Michael's bought to build the LS up. Before we get too deep into sort of the LS, what we thought we'd want to do is show you a little bit about heads.
cylinder heads. Yeah.
So Michael's done quite a bit of work on
one side head, yeah.
Exactly
so
that.
This side head I've now reworked.
Yeah.
And is bolted on now. That's final assembly.
Yeah, awesome.
This is a stock head.
Yeah.
706 head. So I thought I'd show you standard head versus
a modified one.
Modified, bolted out, which I've done myself. After watching many videos on
YouTube videos. Now, when Michael called me over and showed me what he has done, I was absolutely staggered. I couldn't believe it.
There's a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
I sort of wish I hadn't put the springs in now, so you could have seen through.
Yeah, but we'll do the best we can. But you're definitely going to see a difference. Michael will explain why and how he's done it and everything like that. So what I'll do, I'll grab the camera. You show what you've done, and yeah, a little short video about heads.
Yeah.
So Michael, in front of you right now, you've got the standard
head. 706 head, aluminium head, LS head. Yeah. Like, as you can see, nothing's been touched there. Quite rough in the ports there. Quite small, really, considering the diameter of the exhaust itself. On the intake side, Cathedral Port. Again, it's quite rough casting. There's some casting lines down the side there. Down through the valve, into the valve guides. You can see there's like a big shoulder, if you like, around the valve seat there. We've reworked all that, and we'll show you that as well. Just smoothed it out quite a lot on the head that I've worked. Just smoothed everything out, just to make airflow better, really.
So that's literally all that's for, isn't it? Just for airflow.
It's airflow, yeah. And
especially
because we're boosting, exhaust side's massively important. You know, intake, it's getting forced through. Yeah. You know, it's not as important as a normally aspirated engine, but exhaust is important. Obviously, we want the flow out of that exhaust as quick as possible and as smoothly as possible.
That's a nice shot there. You can see right the way through it as well. So awesome.
So, yeah, like you can see through there. It's quite. This exhaust side, obviously, it's quite restrictive there, you know.
Especially when you see the modified one.
And people go a lot wilder than what I have as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And what they do say, on the videos I've watched, it's called raising the roof. So it's all about raising the roof of the port.
Right.
Very little work's done on the base here. Just slightly rounded it off, smoothed it off, but all the work goes into the roof. Take a lot of meat off the roof there. There's a dimple in there. You smooth that right out, and like I say, take a lot off around where the valve guide is.
Right.
The best thing to do is show you the new, the
best way to do it, is it? So you can visually see it. Because when I seen it, I was like, wow, that's a lot. And here we have the modified head, all done in house by the Michael Castle. And now you don't even need to point out how much of a difference that is. It's mega, really.
This is a 27mm. Goes nowhere near that.
Yeah.
You know, falls in there now.
Yeah. You can see.
You can see. And like I said, I wish I'd have left the valves out, because when you look through there at daylight, you could see visually like how much of a difference there was there. And I'll show you before I build this head up about what I meant about this. Up the top there, you've got obviously your valve guide, and I've smoothed that shoulder right off that. I've took that lump out of the centre of the port there,
right,
and just really opened that roof up, like I said, raised the roof of the port.
Yeah.
Smoothed everything out, so everything's nice and smooth. So the exhaust sides, where I've took most.
Yeah, you can massively see.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
And then intake side, like I say, I haven't done a great deal really to the intake. I've took that casting line out the centre of out there. Just give that a light sand out. Took the roughness of it out. Made them nice and smooth. Let's say people go absolutely nuts on the intake as well, because we're going boosted.
Yeah.
You know, shouldn't really have any problem getting our air into the cylinder.
And obviously you've put valves in.
This one's like we said in the previous video, we bought the Comcams master kit off Summit Racing, didn't we? Stage 2. Come as a complete kit, so...
We paused there for a second because we were rudely interrupted by the compressor, so I don't know where quite we were at.
We were talking valve springs.
Valve springs and valve
like I say, it was a complete kit, wasn't it? It was Comcams kit from Summit Racing, Stage 2 master camshaft kit. So yeah, we put the new springs, retainers, all basically the valve train. So like I say, this head's built up now, ready to go really.
Yeah. So that was basically just what a quick
just to compare. Just to compare like the difference there in the size alone. You know.
I think you're doing an absolute cracking job, mate.
And just taking that texture off alone helps. You know what I mean? Just smoothing them out. But obviously, making them bigger. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Drastically increases the flow of them.
And Michael, you're already on the Part 4, which we won't go into too much detail, but
Part 4's on the go.
There's pistons in there.
There's pistons in there, there's rods in there.
But Mike's done a little bit of filming himself with that, with the old GoPro, trying to just keeping up on top of the build. We just want to do a quick rundown on the heads, so I think we'll leave it as that. We'll leave you doing the build, and I'll put the camera down and we'll say sure. So there we go, Spotted Motors, talking heads, literally. Part 4 is already underway.
Yeah, the build's well underway now, isn't it? So we've got a few parts that are going to hold us up, but we'll get on and get a few bits ordered. No reason why in a couple of weeks we can't have a complete engine.
I know, and this is getting exciting now, isn't it, as well? We're already talking about race season, we're already talking about getting this up and running and stuff like that. So Mike's absolutely full to the beans of getting this done. I'm more than happy to film it all and just point things out and not get greasy and not get mucky, but no, all joking aside, everything's going really well.
It is going well, yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed the build. As always, any tips, any comments, positive or negative, get involved. We're all about learning.
Absolutely,
you know.
We don't know everything, we don't pretend we know everything. We're
just giving it a damn good go.
Giving it a good go, yeah.
Exactly that. So
taking everyone's advice ourselves, aren't we?
Exactly that. As much as we like watching YouTube, we like filming YouTube, we just like getting involved in all parts of aspects of learning everything else. So yes. Well, I think we'll wrap up.
Thank you very much for watching.
We've been
Spotted Motors.